Hey, it's Peter at Freedom Marine. Today we are on board a 2008 52-foot Maritimo. This one actually has lived up here in the Pacific Northwest all of its life. From about 2010 up until a few years ago, it also lived in a boathouse and was owned by a very fastidious pilot who owned his own plane. When you go through this boat, you'll see just how clean. The original shine is still there. Good little extra details on board that make it just a perfect cruising boat for our Pacific Northwest. Starting at the back here, actually, one of the things that these boats have is a really great deep freeze. You can't ever get enough cold storage, especially freezer storage. But one of the things with these boats is that these are always designed to run off your 240-volt system. You can't run it off the inverter. So this particular owner of the boat, they converted it to a 24-volt deep freeze system. So it can run off your batteries. You don't need to even have your inverter on, although you likely will. But this boat, this is all set up to be very efficient and run off your 24-volt system, again, for more long-range cruising and extending your days on anchor. As you move into this extra cabinet here, you've got barbecue station, sink. This just flips right over. It actually can become a platform to put things on as well, whether you're at the back of the boat or inside the boat. And everything works. Every latch works. Everything is in really nice shape. Some extra storage underneath here, and then there's the extra plug and outlet for your freezer compartment as well for this deep freeze here. On each side of the boat you got great lockers, whether it's for lines or other items. This boat also has Scotty downrigger plugs, so this you could, if you wanted to hook in a prawn puller or a Scotty downrigger, you can do that. You've got the plug already. You can do a rod style mounted base or install a base yourself if you want it as well. Teak decks are all in great shape. There's lots of life left in this teak. Again, being inside and covered most of its life. Right now, obviously, we're in the middle of fall here, and it's weathered over the season. The original color and shine is there, and it just needs a quick little spruce up for the spring. One of the most amazing features of these boats is this aft storage locker. You got a huge locker here, again, for ropes or fenders. The way that this boat has been set up, they actually put the water maker in the back of the boat here. So it's super easy. You can use this as a little step, come in. You've got all your filters here, your charcoal filter, your membranes, and then all your pre-filters are actually right here. Super accessible, life jackets out of the way. But it's all very easy to get to. The seller of this boat does like his little Weber as well for quick barbecues without turning on the generator or the inverter for it. You got your black water, you got your water tanks, and here's your steering right here. As you can see, you can get right to the back of the boat in these. One of the things that the past owners did, being a pilot, he wanted to always keep bilge spaces dry and warm. So there's actually a specific heater mounted back here for the winter to keep this area dry. You can see the steering working away, your autopilot control. Everything is so nice and neat and easy to see if you ever had an issue. These boats are really robust. You know, I've been on bigger 60, 70 footers that don't have steering systems like this. This is amazing. Moving up from here, you can actually get right into the engine room. So you get great access right into the engine room here. So on board this boat, we've got the QSM 11s, 1,615 hours, and it's clean. Everywhere you look, there's no grip. Nice toolbox setup, and a custom fiberglass storage box for all your spare parts and tools. Over on the other side, port side here is your generator. All the servicing's up to date. All the batteries were replaced just 2 years ago. Owners of this boat do a couple of days on the hook, depending on the load. We're going to step out of here now for a minute and get it up on step. After you've moved off this large aft deck, again, you can set up some tables and chairs. It's a great spot to hang out. Really safe, really secure. If you have dogs or kids walking up and down these side decks, if you come and have a look here, really nice, really safe. Actually, while we're here, let's move up to the bow for a sec and go check out that. You can see as you walk down, the boat still shines like new. All the windows are in good shape. All the seals are in good shape. You've got a protective cover on the front here. Again, everything's very nice. We've got a Nautica tender. The engine service is all up to date. Crane works beautifully. Steelhead Marine, 1,000-pound capacity. Well equipped to carry this. Your anchoring and deck gear here. Heavy duty chain. There's, I believe, 275 feet of all chain. Great big anchor, plow style anchor. You got foot controls. You've got a washdown center. You got extra storage lockers here too, and good access to the chain locker as well if you need to. Whenever, when you're out boating, you're always looking, where do you put your paddle boards? And nowadays people want more and more toys on board. And this particular boat, they actually added a custom paddleboard rack. So this actually has a stainless support directly to the mount for the tender dock setup. So that there's a pull here, pull there, the paddleboard slides in. And there's also another one for the other side. It's just in the storage locker right now. But this enables you to carry 2 paddleboards on deck, secure, without having to put them on a rail or down the side of a deck or in the cockpit. This keeps it really nice, neat and clean, and doesn't interfere with the tender as well. Coming down the starboard side, you got a side door, really nice in and out access. As you walk down, you'll see the shine on this boat. Everywhere you look, nice and clean. And overall, like a very quiet boat too. Especially even if you're just hanging out back here doing 8 knots. It's very comfortable. Let's move inside and have a look. We're idling along here about 6.5 knots, and when you enter inside the boat again, it becomes very quiet. All that insulation in the engine room makes it very comfortable to be inside the boat underway. For a 52-foot boat, you get great living space inside. New dishwasher was just put in within the last couple of years. New fridge and freezer, so these are dual voltage as well, so you don't necessarily have to run them off the inverter, but this is a nice upgrade. New microwave convection oven inverter, so you can still do some baking at the same time or microwave. This is a fantastic pantry. Tons of storage. These boats are designed to go away. You can be away for as long as you need to be, or all summer if you want, but you've got lots of storage and space and all the amenities that make it really nice to be on board. Freshwater tap, and then lots of drawers and lots of storage inside the galley here too. Over to the port here, we've got a nice pull-out drawer, big pull-out drawer for more storage. Another drawer below, and then some bottle storage as well. Really great use of space. Again, more storage for your glassware. There's just so much thought and extra detailed attention that goes into these boats. More down here. And then a pop-up TV as well. All the upholstery is in great shape. It's this beautiful kind of ultra leather, they call it. Really comfortable, very nice, good support. More storage lockers up here, more storage underneath all these couches. This table will spin and open up into a full dining table. Another smart addition was a VHF down here. If you're at anchor somewhere and somebody's gone off of the tender, it's nice just to have this on. Communicate here in the salon versus maybe running upstairs. More storage, your side door. You've got a bow and stern thruster remote. This boat also has 2 stations at the back of the boat where you can plug in a wired yacht controller style. So it has your engine controls and your bow and stern thruster built into it. This is the primary stateroom of this vessel. It is located more amidship. You've got a queen-size berth that you can walk around. You've got good storage compartments. You've got a huge locker underneath for tons of bins and storage and just amazing access. And there's actually even more drawers down here as well. Hanging closet, storage beside the beds, storage here, and opening portholes. And it has its own head compartment as well with a full stall shower, electric flushing toilets. Opening hatches also is a really nice touch. Again, getting that airflow in. You've got a bug screen built in and a blackout screen. Moving forward, this is your guest head and shared head for the forward VIP and your twin bunk stateroom as well. Opening hatch, opening window. Moving forward, you've got another island queen style berth. hanging locker, more storage. There's another locker right behind you, and there's also a door access into this guest head as well. So again, another locker and direct access to this head compartment here. Opening hatch above, great airflow. Right now it's got the bug screen on it. And then now moving aft, we've got another stateroom that has a combo washer dryer, more hanging storage, and a really nice twin bunk bed setup with another opening porthole and another large hatch above, because there's always more in these boats. Got more storage. I got life jackets and just access to some water manifolds and so on for the washer dryer. Okay, next we'll move upstairs into the enclosed Skylounge, which is one of the best features that these boats offer. A beautiful helm setup, a little aft deck off the back for seating and lounging. It's, well, let's go check it out. We are now upstairs in the upper Skylounge. We're cruising along about 1,000 RPM. We're doing about 10 knots. I would say 10. It shows 11, probably about 9 knots. And we got about a 2-3 knot current behind us right now. The steering is so smooth and so responsive on these boats. I love it. This helm position, when you sit here, everything is right in front of you. You can reach your electronics. You can reach your engine gauges, your throttle, your thrusters. Everything is so well positioned on these that you can just sit and drive the boat. I love that feature on, especially on a more long-range cruising yacht like these. To be able to sit here if you're just going to go at 10 knots somewhere for 5, 6, 7 hours, you can do that very comfortably here. You got your own Stid helm chair. It's got the footrest. Passengers have their own chair as well. You've got a great seating area off to the port side. So if people wanted to sit with you, you can have a conversation very comfortably, but never lose sight of where you're going. You got great visibility forward. You've got great visibility aft. You've got opening windows also, so you can get some airflow through this window, the other window, the center, and there's an overhead hatch as well. We're gonna give this boat a little run today. So starting off, just gonna bring up our RPM gauge here, 1200. We're gonna run it through the RPM range right now. So we're gonna settle in here at about 2000 RPM. And just let it get up on plane a little bit. You'll notice there's very little bow rise. I've got great visibility, very comfortable, and extremely quiet. We're doing about 18.5 knots at the moment at 1970 RPM. We got a bit of current again. And if I scroll through this gauge here, my engine temp is holding nicely at 163, which it was at idle. Oil pressure is good, and moving up your gear temp, gear pressure, and oil pressure all is in a perfect range for these engines. Same thing on the starboard side. We're reading all very similar here. There really is no transition to plane. There's no speed the boat doesn't like. We've got a decent little swell coming at us now from a big boat that went by. You don't feel anything up here. Just gone up to a nice cruising speed right around that 2000 RPM to 2200 RPM. Boat ran great. Engine temperatures held. Felt good. It's quiet. It's beautiful. What else makes this area great is you've got a nice L-shaped settee back here with a table that can lower down and make into another berth. There's actually another freezer down here. Over here we've got another wet bar station, sink, again, TV, and then access to this aft deck, which is just an awesome feature on these boats. I love it. There's a zip out cutout in the canvas to get up to the roof. But what's nice about this setup is it's actually fully extended here. So even on a rainier day or a heavy dew night, none of this gets soaking wet. So you can still sit out here and enjoy this space comfortably. Some additional rod holders, got a nice table and some nice furniture just to lounge and make good use of this space. There is another plug-in here for that wired remote I mentioned. So you could run the boat from back here, or down in the cockpit there's a station as well. Some of the more recent upgrades this vessel's had, new Garmin chart plotter, iPad integration, new Garmin autopilot, and then a new Furuno kind of all in one gauge that gives you air temperature, seat temperature, your speed, just a multi-gauge setup. There's VHF radio, another one here. You've got a road counter for your anchor, but again, it's a beautiful spot. You got your cup holder, your throttle, everything exactly where you want it when you're underway and cruising, and in a super comfortable chair. I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you for watching this video, and I hope you get a chance to visit this boat in person. My name is Peter Privy with Freedom Marine. Also, I'm obligated to tell you to please like or share or make comments. If there's any questions you have, my details will be attached. Thank you.